Let me see. This video is for Sophie. Sophie's mama with two kids, obviously busy life, and we were talking about yoga and how we can use yoga to help us to lengthen and stretch. She wants to stretch and build some strength as well. I think it's very important that we move slowly at the beginning and then we build up to it. So if you have two kids and you don't really practice too much for a while, it's not, I wouldn't really say go out for a run or hit the class of 45 minutes. Just slowly every evening open up your body, build some strength, and then slowly come to it. Another thing that I would like to talk about before I start with the practice is the essential oils that I've used, and it really helped me with a lot of things. In this particular situation, you want to practice, but you kind of don't because it's just comfortable where you are. So peppermint essential oil, it gives me a little bit of a lift, it opens up my lungs, and it just makes me feel that I want to move. I personally would recommend the Terra essential oil because it's pure and you can put it directly on your skin or you can dilute it, up to you. So what I would do before my practice, just taking 1 or 2 drops, tap it gently with your palms, inhale it, and then rub it around your neck and maybe a little bit around my forehead. Okay, so this is what I do before I go to bed, because I run throughout the day and my day is busy. There's a lot of movement and bending forward and sliding, and there's a lot of things going on. And if I go to bed with that, what happened to me throughout the day, I wake up in the morning in bits and I don't want to get out of bed. But if I do this, it just kind of sets up my system, and then in the morning that pain is not so strong, it's bearable, and sometimes there's none. After sometimes there's none, yeah, that's possible. So let me start. So you lie down on the floor, bring your feet close in if your groin's okay and you're pretty open up. If you feel like a lot of us, a lot of my clients would come and this would feel really painful. So I would say move your feet a little bit away from your groins, and it's just easier for the groins to open up. If that's still too much, then put 2 pillows on the side. And then you lie down, lift your buttock up so you bring your tailbone down, otherwise lower back gets too much tension. Lie down gently, bring your shoulders back and bring your arms above the head and grab your elbows. So the important bit is that your shoulders are down and your tailbone is down. And now relax. And we take 5 breaths. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. We breathe through the nose, mouth is closed. After your 5 breaths, long, gentle ribcage breathing, you take your knees in, you bring your feet, knees apart, you bring your tailbone down, you bring your hands back up, bring the shoulders down away from your ears and have your hands in line with your shoulder level. And then gently you bring the hands over your head as far as they can go. Sometimes they land here, sometimes they may go closer to the floor. Bring them up to your ears and then slide the shoulder blades down. Bring your tailbone once again down to the floor. Lower back touches the ground. Engage your anus. Elbows straight, and you're shooting into your tip of the fingers. You're breathing gently, deeply, 5 breaths through the nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then gently bring your hands back up. Adjust the shoulders, there may be some stiffness there, and then gently release them down. Then have a belt, any belt. It can be a belt for your trousers. Bring the belt on the balls of your toes. You want to straighten the leg, and the belt helps you to bring those toes closer to your knee. Knee should be straight, but don't push into the knee. Aim for the straighter leg, but don't push into the knee. You may end up having the leg all the way down, that's perfectly fine. Hold it with 2 hands and then stay here for 5 breaths. Bring your shoulders down, engage your anus, breathe into your chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then hold the belt with 1 hand, with the left hand, so opposite hand, opposite leg. Keep that leg straight. If it goes all the way to your chest, that's great. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. We just want to lengthen the back of the leg. So even if it goes all the way down, that's perfectly fine. You're going to hold it a little bit stronger with your hand, and you're going to aim to bring the leg to the side. So if the leg does go up, and you are bringing it all the way to the side, you don't want the buttock to lift. So keeping the buttock down gives you a chance to open the side of the leg. And then again we breathe for 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you bring the leg back to the center. You take the belt to the other hand. So again, if it ends up going down, that's better than having it up and bend knee. We want the straight knee, but don't push into the knee. Try and engage your thigh. And then we bring it out to the side. If you bring the elbow to the side on the floor, it's easier. And again, we don't want that other hip to lift. And then again, we stay for 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the belt with the other hand, bring it slowly back to the center, and then once again bring the leg a little bit closer. So again, if the leg is down, that's perfectly fine. Make sure it's straight. Take another breath. And then on the exhale, release. And then we bring the belt to the other leg so it comes on the ball of the toes so that we can bring the toes into the knee and lengthen at the back of the heel. We bring the leg up. If you can hold the toe, great. Otherwise, have a belt. You hold your belt and you take 5 breaths. So if your leg is down, that's perfectly fine, but just make sure it's straight. You're still doing a great job. Bring the shoulders down away from your ears and breathe for 5 through the nose. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And then you're going to bring the belt into your right hand. You're going to the opposite side, keeping your left hip down on the ground. You're bringing the leg over the other leg, over the knee. If it can come up, great. If it's still going really low, that's also great. We breathe for 5. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring your leg back to the center. Bring your leg a little bit closer if you can and swap the sides. So you're bringing your belt into your left hand, you're keeping your right hip down on the ground. As on the inhalation, you bring that leg out to the side. If you have a wall, great. Toes to the knee, shoulders down, breathing for 5. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Take your right hand, help yourself, and bring the leg back to the center. Hold the belt for a breath. Toes to the knees, knees straight. So again, if the leg is down, that is totally fine. Shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, release. Great. Okay, so now we're going to roll to the side so we safely come up. Bring your hand in front of you, safely come up. And we're going to come forward. We're going to bring the knees, the feet together. And again, if having the feet closer is too much, bring your feet away from your groins. Hold your feet, hold your ankles or hold your knees. And bring the chest up and slowly see how far your body allows you to come forward. It doesn't matter how far forward you come. What's important is that you're not coming forward with your head and bending forward, but that your spine is open. You're opening your groins, and you have a support with your hands, and slowly with that support you see how far will your body allow you to go forward. You're not bringing the head down. You're keeping the spine straight. You give your body support and you breathe here. And again we breathe for 5. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And then you slowly lift up. And then we're going to come into downward dog. You're going to place your palms just underneath of your shoulders. You're going to straighten one leg and then adjust so that you have that palm underneath of your shoulder. You're going to straighten the other leg, and now that's your plank. So you're not coming forward, your elbows and your shoulders are in line, and you're pressing into the back of the heels. From here you engage your core and you slowly lift into downward dog. So you're pressing from the palms to lift up, shoulders opens up, you're lifting the buttock up and you're pressing the heels down. The heels may not go down and your knees most likely will be bent, and that's fine. What you don't want is having this motion. You don't want to have pressure in your shoulders. You want to rise away from the floor, lifting the buttock up. Once you get to the top of what your body gives you to do, then you see, can you press the heels down? Maybe the knees can come straighter. Okay? You can stay here for as long as it's comfortable. You're aiming for 3 breaths, but it could also be 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you come down. You bring knees down to the ground. You bring the toes in and have your knees as wide as your mat and bring the bottom down to your heels. Chest are coming forward, so it's not about head bringing down, but it's about keeping that spine straight. Have something, maybe a pillow, or if you have something like this, but anything that you can support your head with, because head may not go down. So keeping the buttock down to your heels, having the chest coming lower down to the ground. And if it doesn't go too low, then have your pillow or whatever you have to support your head. You have your straight hands coming forward, elbows straight, and you're lengthening throughout the whole of the spine, coming closer down to the ground. So hands helps you to kind of crawl the body forward. So support your head wherever it lands, keep the buttock down, spine straight, and keep the hands slowly as much as you can forward, and then place the palms down and breathe for 5. 5. 4. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, and inhale slowly with your hands, come up. So if you want to build your strength, then you do a little bit more of holding in your plank and holding in your downward dog. So have your hands forward, have your shoulder in line with your wrist, straighten the leg, press into the heel, have a look if you need to adjust, and then you straighten the other leg. And then you stay in your plank, making sure that the buttock is not down, but you're lifting, you're engaging your core, and you're lifting the buttock up so that you have a straight body. So let's breathe here for 3. Head forward, shoulders back. 5, 4, 3. And on the exhale, press into your downward dog. So press away from the hands, bring the buttock up, engage your thighs, bend your knees if you need to, and gently press the heels down as much as they want to go down. Breathe deeply into your rib cage for 3. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. And then bring your knees down. And again, bring the toes to touch. Bring your knees as wide as the mat. Sit back into your heels. Have your block if you need it. Come forward with the chest, straight spine. And have your block if you need to support your head. Crawl forward with your fingers. Move the shoulders back. Plant your palms down to the ground. And then plant your head to the block on the ground. Breathe for 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Inhale, look up and slowly walk your hands forward. Okay, and then we're going to sit down on the ground. Take your belt. Move your flash away from the sitting bones. And you're going to bring the belt again around the ball of your toes. If you can touch the toes, great. If not, bring the belt around the ball of your toes. Shoulders goes back. Engage your anus. Straighten the legs in a sense that you're bringing your thighs up and you're gently bringing the back of the knee down. Don't press into the knee. It's better to even leave the knees slightly bent than bending than pressing into the knee. Hold your belt. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, you're coming forward. You're looking into your toes, so you're not bringing the head down and arching the lower back. You're keeping the spine straight so that the lower back gets the nice lengthening. It doesn't matter how far you come, even if you come this far, it's better than this. Okay? So lifting up, looking into your toes, and breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and inhale, come up. And then we're going to release. And then you're going to lie down on the floor. Take your phone, put the alarm for 2-3 minutes, 3 to 5 depending how sweaty or how tired you ended up with this. And then you're going to lie down on the floor. And again, bring your tailbone down, shoulders back, open your hands up and lie there for 3 minutes. Allow your breath to release now. You did a great job. Now just allow everything to sink down to the floor. Feel the back of the body touching the floor. And just let it go. Bring your awareness to your heartbeat and to the heart center. And listen to your heartbeat slowly, slowly quietening down. Allow your breath to soften. And if it's shallow, let it be shallow. Whatever it is, just let it go. Stay with that, whatever it is. And then taking a deeper breath Bring your hands one into your core, the other one into your heart. Bending one knee at a time. Bringing the lower back down to the ground. Feel your heartbeat. Connect your heart to your belly. Take a few breaths. Listen to your heartbeat. Feel your heartbeat on your hands. And maybe you can feel your heartbeat in your belly. And then take one knee at a time into your shoulders. And to safely coming out, to protect your lower back, roll yourself to one side. Bring your hand in front of you and then slowly come up. Okay. So once you're done with your practice, what I like to do, I take another oil, because sometimes I practice and my senses would be, you know, I would be settled in and I would feel myself, I would be grounded and I'm good to go. But sometimes if I have this tension that was stored in my body and I opened it up, I wouldn't really feel settled and centered and grounded. In contrary, I would feel all around the place and I really want to go out and do something, because now I have all this energy, or it's in disbalance, or it's just not what I want before I go to bed. So I would take Breathe essential oil or balance. I would put it a little bit into my hands, tap it gently, inhale it, 5 breaths. And then I would take and rub it into my feet gently. I would sit down with the palms open and connecting the thumbs and the second finger. And I would stay here for a few minutes and just feel, close your eyes, feel your sitting bones down on the ground. See if you need to adjust your palms, place them lower or higher above your thighs or on your knees. Feel your spine lengthen through the bottom of the spine to the crown of the head. Bring the shoulders gently back and feel that you lifted in the chest. Bring the chin down a little bit towards the chest so that you lengthen at the back of the spine, back of the neck. So just feel if you have to adjust anywhere so that you can feel more comfortable. And if there's no more adjustments needed, then bring your mind down to your sitting bones. Feel your sitting bones firmly on the ground. Engage your anus and release your groins and your knees. Lengthen throughout the spine up to the crown of the head. Bring your awareness to your face. Relax your facial muscles. So relax your eyebrows, relax your eyes, relax your face, relax your lips and your jaw. And take a 3 longer breaths into your rib cage. And slowly let it go. And once again, take a deep breath. And slowly let it go. And another deep breath. And slowly let it go. Now Release the deep breathing and just come back to your natural flow of the breath. Keeping the awareness to your heart center, to the flow of your natural breath. And then slowly bring one hand at a time down to your thighs. And then slowly open your eyes. And look around, be aware where you are. Move your neck. And you're ready to go to bed. This can obviously be done anytime throughout the day. This is just something that I find useful for myself. I wouldn't stay in a plank and downward dog for too long because I'm not going to build up the strength before going to bed. I just want to engage, lengthen a little bit and then calm down, connect, relax and go to sleep. If I was to do this throughout the day, I would hold the plank for longer, I would hold the downward dog for longer, I would hold everything for longer breaths. The main point is find whatever that longer breaths is. So it could be 5, it could be 3 breaths, whatever it is, stick to that. So don't have 5 breaths in this position, 15 on the other position, just stick with 3. If it's 3, it's 3. Even if it's 1, just move. It's important to move and get the energy flowing through and get a little bit of opening throughout the body so that when we go to bed or when we go out and do whatever we want to do, we're not plunged into the emotion that is in the body, that we can breathe and we can function a little bit better of whatever it is for us. If you're interested in oils, let me know and I'll be back. Namaste.